let's get this off our chest. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so tired. I swear.
Man.
Okay. Here at Universal Underground Radio Network, as you heard the disclaimer from earlier, these are only our opinions, our thoughts. We ain't clout riding or chasing no wagons or riding no coattails anybody else. But I know y'all probably, if you're a dedicated, abdicated fan of us, y'all want to know what's our disposition on the Charlemagne issue. Charlemagne the God, for those of you who do not are not familiar with him. Boss, you want to start first, or you want me to just put it in there and give my take?
I tell you what, I'm gonna say a little bit on it, and then you can go ahead and put your take on it.
All right, sure.
Like Cecilio said, Charlemagne the God, y'all probably know him off of The Breakfast Club. For those that don't know, he's from Mounts Corner, South Carolina, outside town, out of Charleston, South Carolina. So just a little tidbit there. But my take on the whole Charlemagne the God thing is this: I'm not surprised. You know what I mean? I'm not surprised that this came out, and allegedly, he had a past situation. Pretty much, you can put in the category of date rape or whatever. And let me say that as of right now, he has not been charged for anything. Actually, as of paperwork wise, he's been cleared of all of that. But his alleged female came out years later saying,
alleged.
Okay. She came out, just still had a lot of stuff on her chest that she wanted the masses to know about, and how he moves and got people thinking he saw, a certain way, but behind closed doors, he's a different person.
Allegedly.
So my view on him is this: you're innocent till proven guilty. Okay?
In the court of law.
On the court of law. But these streets has already put the verdict in on that thing. Okay. They trying to make it sound like he's Bill Cosby Jr. Allegedly. But I'll say this right here, all jokes aside, if that happened and, we wasn't in the room, we wasn't in that situation to know exactly what was going on, or was it consensual, is she bitter because years later he didn't want to further pursue what they had going on, or maybe that hush money then ran out dry? We don't know. But until we hear more details and get more evidence on that, man, I'm just gonna say I hope it wasn't what's being out there right now. I hope all this is a misunderstanding, and maybe he can move forward with his career. And I hope that she can move on with her life. Maybe get some counseling or whatever that's going on. So that's my view. That's my political view.
That's your political view.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Cecilio's, take the float.
Okay. Let's see. Where should I begin? As Boss has already attributed, this is from Charlemagne the God, and this alleged incident happened with a what was she, about 15? 15, 16.
Yeah, 15.
But 15-year-old
Yeah.
girl. Allegedly, this happened at Short Stay. Now, if you're not familiar with Short Stay, it's a resort basically where it's not really like a resort. It's a place where military people and military families, stuff like that, they go and they have cabins out there. They barbecue out there. You know, it's a place to relaxation. Okay, and allegedly, Mr. Charlemagne, or as his lawyer calls him, Shar,
Damn.
allegedly at the age of gray area, 22, might have been 20, allegedly purchased alcohol along with some friends and actually started passing alcohol. And allegedly, this young female he knew, allegedly she and her friend, who was also there, drank some alcohol, which is contributing to a minor, as y'all know, and allegedly something happened. Okay. Now, whether it was Mr. Charlemagne himself or whether it was his friend, something happened. Of course, police was filed from Berkeley County, went and did an investigation. Charlemagne then, trying to cooperate with such said police, gave up some DNA to, I guess, clear his name, and copped guilty to contributing to a minor as a charge. Okay. And says that he furthermore had nothing to do or knows nothing about the rape or molestation of this child.
Pause right there for 1 second. One question for you. You said something that was very interesting. You said that he got DNA tested.
Mm-hmm.
And from your report, what do they have the results for that?
Allegedly, they have the results, but we don't know. Okay. You know, disclosure, you know. Now, for those of you who are, you know, don't want this to happen to you, or if something like this have happened to you and you know, come up on a little bit of money, there's a thing called a gag clause that you might want to invest in, because what gag clause happens is whenever an event like this happens and you're a public figure and stuff like that, this can't be released to the president. That's why they call it a gag clause. And the gag clause basically ensures the privacy and sanctity and to not hurt your brand. Apparently, either Charlemagne did not know of this or did not think that this would come back to bite him. Or maybe he thought it was over. Who knows? Okay. Now I've given you that. Now I got to give you Sincerely Yours' take on it. And this is real. Okay? Sincerely Yours' take on it is this. To start with, I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm not saying he's innocent. But the boy needs, and I say boy for a reason, is because I've always learned, and people from Charleston have embraced that sometimes, especially when it comes to sticky situations like this, because boss, I'm pretty sure you agree this is a sticky situation, right?
Oh, very.
Okay. You need to shut the fuck up. I'm just going to let you know right now. The more you talk, the more trouble you can get into. Okay? I'm going to go with the 4 not a good look things about this thing. Okay? Bear with me, people. This about to be a long one. The 4 not a good look. The not a good look is when you can bring back evidence of previous shows that you've done either on your channel or with other podcasters or other radio personalities where you admittedly, not with this individual, but with other individuals, have you even know down to the name of the date rape drug, Spanish fly, and are joking and laughing about the experiences of you putting this in somebody else's drink, having sex with such said individual, and the next day, them having to go over a review of synopsis of what happened. Not a good look. Not a good look. Another not a good look. The another not a good look thing about it is, if you have a show where you actually talk about, oh, well, you know, me and my wife, you know what I'm saying, we was drunk and everything like that. If you put that energy out there, that this is, you are a person who likes in the wildness of you or the excitement of you, you're a type of person that actually goes out here and has consensual sex with people while inebriated, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. Then, number 3, which should have been number 1 to me, is when you sit here and your charge is, okay, you consent to the fact that you illegally gave alcohol to minors, okay, to this girl and her friend who bothly, their statements and stories are the same through this whole entire process. They're the same. Your story, you can't even tell us what age you was when you got this alcohol. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but you have to be at 21 years of age to purchase alcohol. But in some interviews, you say you was 22. In other interviews, you say you was less than 22, that you got it, however, be's the means. When your story switches up all the time and it doesn't match your paperwork, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. Even down to the concept of, okay, any of y'all who have family members who went to jail or who've been to jail before, there was a time and period in people's life where we had paperwork parties. Paperwork parties is when everybody get together, they got their paperwork, they plaintiffs, they this, they that, and the third, and we sit back there, and everybody passing everybody paperwork around, and they going over it to see who's the snitch, to see who's this, who's that, and the third. When somebody's paperwork don't quite match up to their story of why you in here, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. So, whether the man did it or not, I can't even sit here and fully say, nah, he didn't. I'm not trying to judge the man, but it's not a good look when you admit that you've done this to other people. But yet, due to the statute of limitations, and then even down to the girl story, it's consistent in the same. It's not a good look. It's not a good look that her story is consistent in the same. Yours keeps changing. The state of South Carolina, for whatever reason of high profile or whatever, it's not a good look when this person says the reason why I didn't, or my mother and I didn't go through and follow through and everything with the whole entire first investigation is because she was scared. It's not a good look when this person can bring back every single last fact and detail about this, but everything's sketchy to you. And the number 4 thing that's crazy, it's not a good look when even your wife, who you even tried to call up and do a retraction, make it look like, oh, well, she, one, admits that, yeah, I can see how people can see how drunken sex is considered rape. And then furthermore says, yeah, our first time, having sex, you didn't, yeah, we was both drunk. I know I was drunk. Was you drunk? And it's not a good look. The fact that you even know what Spanish fly is, you know the name, the brand, where you get it from, bruh, that's not a good look.